Hello, my friends. Today you are going to listen to a short story about Sherlock Holmes. The story is adapted and simplified, so it is easier to understand. You do not need to understand every word. That is not the goal. The goal is to understand the main idea, the order of events, and what is happening in the story. Listen calmly. You can relax and just follow the story. If you want, you can listen again later. Listening more than once is a great way to improve your English. Now, let's begin. The beginning. It was a quiet evening in London. The street was calm and the rain had just stopped. Inside a small room on Baker Street, Sherlock Holmes was sitting near the window. He was reading a book and thinking deeply. The room was silent. Only the sound of a clock could be heard. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. Holmes slowly looked up. He closed his book and stood up. "Come in," he said calmly. The door opened and a man stepped inside. He looked nervous and tired. His coat was wet and his hands were shaking slightly. "Good evening, Mr. Holmes," the man said. "My name is Henry Parker. I hope I am not disturbing you." "Not at all," Holmes replied. "Please, sit down." The man sat in a chair near the table. He took a deep breath and looked around the room. "I need your help," he said quietly. "Something very important has disappeared." Holmes watched him closely. He noticed the man's worried eyes and the way he kept touching his coat pocket. "Please tell me everything," Holmes said. "Start from the beginning." The man nodded. "2 days ago," he began, "I was at home when I noticed something strange. An old letter was missing. It was not valuable in money, but it was very important to me." Holmes listened carefully. He did not interrupt. He simply watched and waited. The story had begun. The problem. Henry Parker leaned forward in his chair. His voice was low but clear. "The letter belonged to my family," he said. "It was written many years ago by my grandfather. It tells the story of a difficult time in our lives." Holmes nodded slowly. He was listening, but his eyes were focused on the man's face. "When did you last see the letter?" Holmes asked. 3 days ago," Parker replied. "It was inside a small wooden box on my desk. I keep it there and never move it." "And who else lives in your house?" Holmes continued. "My wife and my sister," Parker said. "We also have a housekeeper who comes in the morning." Holmes stood up and walked slowly across the room. He stopped near the fireplace and thought for a moment. "You did not notice anything unusual?" he asked. "No strange sounds? No open windows or doors?" Parker shook his head. "Everything looked normal," he said. "But the box was open. The letter was gone." Holmes turned back to him. "Did anyone know about this letter?" he asked. "Yes," Parker answered. "My sister knew about it. She had seen it before." Holmes raised his eyebrows slightly. He took a few notes on a piece of paper. "One more question," he said calmly. "Why did you wait 2 days before coming to me?" Parker looked down. "I wanted to find it myself," he said. "But now I am afraid it may be too late." Holmes was silent for a moment. Then he looked at Parker with interest. "This is not just a missing letter," he said. "There is more to this story." The investigation. Sherlock Holmes sat down again and crossed his legs. He looked calm, but his eyes were full of focus. "Tell me about the box," he said. "The wooden box where you kept the letter." "It is small and old," Parker replied. My grandfather made it himself. It has no lock. I never thought it was necessary." Holmes nodded. "That is interesting," he said. He stood up and walked to the window. Outside, the street was still wet from the rain. "You said the box was open," Holmes continued. "Was it always open before?" "No," Parker said quickly. "I always keep it closed." Holmes turned back to him. "Then someone opened it," he said. "Someone who knew where the letter was." Parker swallowed and looked uneasy. Holmes began to ask more questions. He asked about the house. He asked about the rooms. He asked about the people who lived there. Slowly, a picture began to form in his mind. "The housekeeper comes only in the morning," Holmes said. "So she is unlikely to be involved." Parker nodded. "That is correct." "And your wife?" Holmes asked. "She was visiting her mother that day," Parker replied. "She was not at home." Holmes stopped walking. "So," he said quietly, "that leaves one person." Parker looked up, surprised. "My sister?" he asked. Holmes did not answer immediately. Instead, he picked up his notebook again. "There is one more detail," Holmes said. "You touched your coat pocket many times when you entered this room." Parker froze. Holmes continued calmly. "That tells me you are worried about something else, not only the letter." The room felt very quiet. "What else is missing?" Holmes asked. Parker closed his eyes for a moment. Then he spoke. "There was another paper," he said. "I did not want to mention it." Holmes nodded slowly. "Now," he said, "we are getting closer to the truth." Holmes closed his notebook and looked at Parker. "Please tell me about the second paper," he said. "Why was it important?" Parker hesitated, then spoke slowly. "It was a note," he said. "A short note written by my grandfather. It explained the letter and its meaning." Holmes nodded. "And your sister knew about this note?" he asked. "Yes," Parker admitted. "She read it once. She was very interested." Holmes stood up and walked toward the door. "There is no need to be afraid," he said calmly. "I believe your sister took the letter and the note, not to steal them, but to protect them." Parker looked confused. "To protect them?" he asked. "Yes," Holmes replied. "She recently learned something important about your family history. She was afraid the documents could be lost or destroyed, so she hid them in a safer place." Parker was silent for a moment. "Then why did she not tell me?" he asked. "Because she was unsure," Holmes said. "She wanted to be certain first." Holmes smiled slightly. "I suggest you speak with her," he said. "You will find the truth very soon." The next day, Parker returned. "You were right," he said. "My sister had the letter. She kept it safe." Holmes nodded. "Sometimes," he said quietly, "the answer is not far away. We simply need to look carefully." The case was solved. You have just listened to a short story about Sherlock Holmes. You do not need to understand every word. What matters is that you followed the story and understood what was happening. Listening to English stories helps you improve naturally. The more you listen, the easier it becomes. You can listen to this story again. Each time, you may notice new details and understand more. Thank you for listening with me today. If you enjoyed this story and want more easy English listening practice, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care and keep listening.